Hey lovely artists, let's draw an axolotl Ditto. I hope you have your paper and your pens already, and let's begin. I absolutely love Ditto, and I just thought, what would happen if Ditto was in our world and became an axolotl? So this is what this drawing is about. To start off, in the top middle page, we'll just do a little curved line like this. Then we'll leave a gap here, and we will do another curved line opposite that one. Just leaving gaps on both sides, not connecting the two lines together. And once you've done that, we will head to the left side on the top line. Right in this area, we will draw a diagonal line towards the left top corner, like this. We will then go diagonally to the right and sort of make like a little lump like this. And then we'll carry on our line towards the top left corner. We'll do another little half oval like this, and then we will head and do a second half oval. We will now draw a line back towards our head shape, and we will do another half oval, so the same as we did on the opposite side to the line, and we will just head back to the head. Then from that line, we're going back outwards towards the left side instead of up. And we will do the exact same, so half circle, then we will carry on the line and do another half circle, and then we will do the exact same on the opposite side, heading back towards the head. So just a half circle, and then we'll do a line heading towards back there. Awesome. And now for the last one, so we're heading this time left down diagonally, and the same, so half oval, line, half oval again, and then we copy it on the opposite side, so half oval, line heading back to the head, and half oval again, and a line heading back to the head, connecting the bottom curved line that we painted earlier.
Huh?
Did I just say painted?
Oh my
I meant
god.
drew. Whoopsie. Anyways, so now we go to the right side and we draw a line diagonally towards the right corner. We do the half oval, draw a line again, do another half oval, and then we will just copy what we did earlier on the opposite side and head back towards the head. So exactly the same as we did on the left side, we are just going to do on the right side towards the opposite direction. So for this one, we're heading more towards the right side instead of up. Again, the two ovals, and then we will do the same on the bottom part, heading towards the back of the head. So that's that oval done, and then a line back. And from that line, we will head towards the right bottom part. Half oval, line, half oval, half oval. Well, it looks like a sausage really. And then line, half oval, and we will connect this line to the curved line that we did earlier. Ooh, that's a pretty hard part. So for the next part, we will just draw tiny little sticks here. As you can see, I've zoomed in. I'm just going to do it throughout the entire area. So just on top, on the bottom, in the little gaps. And I will do the same on the left side. So just tiny little sticks here and there. So just one more to go right here. And we are nearly done. There you go, done. So now the head is done, it's time for the body. So if we go at the bottom of the head, leave a tiny little gap and draw a curved line that sort of the curved part is towards the left side, and then we do the same on the right side, and the curve is towards the right side. There you go. And then we'll just make it a little bit bigger. You sort of want to create like a pear shape or an avocado shape. So as you can see here, but we're not going to connect the two lines together. We're just going to leave it with a gap like this. So again, below the head, just on top of the line we just drew, we are going to make one arm. like this, so it's like a sausage that's just connecting to the body. And then we'll do the same on the left side, so just on top of the line that we did, we're going to do the arm, so just a little sausage that connects. Now the arms are done, it's time for the legs. This is going to be a little bit tricky. So on the right side, you can see I went a little bit more inwards and then I drew a line down. So it looks like a little triangle. But on the left side, I'm going to go just line down instead. So as you can see, the right side is more of a curve than the left side. Now in the middle between those legs, we will draw a letter V. And then from the bottom of the V, we will just draw a line down. Now it's time to do the feet. So I'm actually just going to draw a oval at the bottom of the foot. As you can see here, that's on the right foot, and then I'll do the same oval on the left foot, like this. So those are going to be the shoes. I'm going to zoom in here and I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to do 2 X's. So 1 X and 2 X. And then I do the same on the right foot. 1 X, 2 X. And then I'll do 2 loops on top of the X's. So 1 loop and 2 loop, and again 1 loop and 2 loop. There you go. Those are the shoelaces. Now we can't just have them naked, so let's give them some clothes. So just above the V, leaving a little gap, I'm doing a curved line. And in the middle, I'm just going to do 1 dot, that's the button. And then right above that line, I'm doing another curved line. So it's like a belt. So our Ditto is looking a little bit weird stood like this. This is because Ditto is actually going to be sitting on a stool. So let's draw that. So just in the middle of that curve that we drew earlier on the right side, we do a straight line towards the right. And then we do like an invisible line through the legs and do the exact same line on the other side. So on the right side, we are going to do a diagonal line towards the right side, and we do the exact same diagonal line on the left side. So the exact same copy. And then from the right diagonal line here, I'll do another straight line, just connecting them together, but not going over the body. It's just in the background. Then on our bottom corner here that we have, I'll do a tiny little line down, and I do the exact same tiny little line down on the other corner, and then we will connect those two together with the diagonal line that is the same direction as the one we did earlier. Then on the left side, we will do another small line how we did on the right side, and just a straight line towards the legs. There you go. Then we do an invisible line through the legs, and we carry on doing a solid line towards the down line we drew earlier. Right, and now we're going to do the legs. So I'm leaving a little gap, as you can see, from the actual corner, and doing a line down, and doing a second line down, and then just curving at the bottom together. So it's like a sausage. Then the same at the top corner, we're going to leave a tiny little gap, so we don't draw the line down at the actual corner. And we do 2 lines and then curve it at the bottom. And then we go to the left side and we do the exact same. So we leave a tiny little gap, and then we draw 2 lines going down, and then we will connect them with a curve at the bottom. And there we go. Those are the stool legs. It's starting to all come together. You're doing a great job. So let's add some grass in the background. So I'm just gonna go at the left side, and then I'm gonna do sort of zigzaggy lines like this, all the way up to the arm, and then leave a gap, and then carry on from the top of the stool corner and just go to the end of the page. Great, then we're just gonna do a couple of these triangle zigzags just here and there, sometimes just 1, sometimes you can do 2 next to each other, you can do 3 next to each other, and just scatter them about on the entire bottom part of the grass, making sure you don't go on the actual stool or the axolotl body, just in the empty space at the bottom of the page here. This does take a little bit of time, but we are nearly done. With the grass, that is. We still have quite a little bit left to go for the actual drawing. But you are doing amazing, and I hope you're already enjoying this video. And we're done with the grass. So next, we're actually going to do some shading and some shadows. So if you imagine the sun is up here, and then the sunlight is going down. So this part of the bench would be darker. So we just shade in a little bit. So lightly with your pencil, not hard. We just do little circular motions underneath the bench or the stool, just to make it a little bit darker there. There you go. So we won't just stop there. The axolotl himself would actually have a shadow as well. So on the right side of the grass, we will carry on drawing our shadow, just again circular motions lightly with the pencil. However, as you can notice, axolotl isn't just a circular shape, right? So we will have to draw these as a little shadow sausages. There you go. So now the shadows are done. Our axolotl is still missing something, so let's give him a t-shirt. So on the left side here, I'm just drawing the sleeve. As you can see, I'm going over the arm. And I will do the same on the right side. So again, going over the arm line. And then I'll just color it in a little bit on top here. There you go, and a little at the bottom as well. Now the t-shirt also needs a collar. So underneath the head, just doing a curvy lines that meet in the middle. So like a triangle. And now let's add some shading to the t-shirt. So just going over the line here on the left side, and on the right side I am going to shade in a little bit, just a little side here, and a little bit more on the corner. So we'd also shade in the trousers, only on the right side. We will just do just the right side with some curved lines to make it more 3D. And then again, lightly with the pencil, we'll just shade in the middle of there. There you go. So our axolotl Ditto is starting to come together, and it's starting to look pretty great. What do you think? Just going to add some more shading to the right arm and the right side of the bench. Again, all shading we just do lightly with the pencil. Okay, and now it's time to turn this axolotl into Ditto. So Ditto has a tiny little dot for eyes, and they're quite far apart, so we'll do one on the left side and one on the right side with quite a big gap in between. Just fixing the right eye. So now we will do the big smile. At the bottom of the left eye, leaving a tiny little gap, we do a curved line all the way to the right eye, but leaving a gap in between. And then we will circle around and do it again, because Ditto has a big open smile. He is a very derpy looking Pokemon. He is one of my favorites. So on the top left corner, we will draw the sun. It has to be the top left because we did all of our shadows at the right side. Now what can make this Ditto look even cooler? A cowboy hat. So I'm just doing a curved line just on top of the head here. I'm just coloring in a little bit so you can't see the headline. And then leaving a little gap, we are going to do a little mountain. There you go. And then we're gonna draw basically like a triangle, just connecting both of the lines for the hats together, and do the same on the other side. And lastly, just do a curved line at the bottom of the hill and just shade it in a little bit there. I'm just making this line a little bit darker so you can see the head, and giving a little shading on the right side again. All the shading only on the right side because the sun is on the left side. There has to be the opposite sides. And there we go. Well, the drawing is done. I hope you enjoyed it. It's time for you to color in and have fun with it. Thank you for watching, and don't stop creating.